Things are not going well for Meghan McCain. You see, in late April, Meghan McCain put out a new book called Bad Republican, a memoir. And that book has been out for several weeks now, and it has sold approximately 244 copies. A woman who spent many, many years as a co-host on a nationally broadcast daytime show, millions of viewers a week. Her father came this close to being president of the United States. She has made a name for herself. She is famous. Everybody knows who Meghan McCain is. Yet she is still somehow so unpopular that her new book sold 244 copies. That's pathetic. And Steve Schmidt, who of course was a senior campaign strategist and advisor for her father's presidential campaign, says that he knows why nobody wants to buy Meghan McCain's book. In a multi-tweet thread that he sent out the other day, basically explaining how horrible she is, this is what Steve Schmidt had to say. I can explain this. Everyone who has ever worked with Meghan McCain, from ABC, The View, Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, and 1,000 others, have seen the unfiltered version of what the whole of America has seen. I was the first adult that Meghan McCain ever encountered that she heard the word no from. I told her she was unimportant and that the presidential election wasn't about her. He even went on to say that her own father was appalled by her behavior on the campaign trail. And then he said that she was, quote, raging, screaming, crying at the staff, at the makeup people, at Secret Service. He calls her a bully who was unaccomplished. And then he goes on to finish her off here. She has rejected her family's history of service for a shallow and purposeless celebrity where she trades on a famous name like a fourth-generation wannabe clipping coupons while pretending to be an heir. Dang, Steve Schmidt, that's pretty harsh, right? However, none of this has anything to do with the fact that her book didn't sell. Okay, yeah, she may be a horrible person based on what you're describing, but there's still plenty of people who like her. I imagine there's more than 244 people in this country who like Meghan McCain. I mean, her husband runs one of those, what is it, The Federalist, I think? Like, you mean to tell me they couldn't send out a mass email like, hey, everybody, buy my wife's book, please do something here, help her out? It just blows my mind. And of course, like I said, I love everything Steve Schmidt is saying here. I wish he would have said it, 14 years ago when it was actually relevant. And again, none of it has anything to do with why she's not buying the book. People aren't not buying the book because Meghan McCain would throw tantrums while traveling with her father while he was running for president. That's not how this is happening right now. It's fun to know that. But I think deep down, people just don't really care what Meghan McCain has to say. It's not that she's a spoiled brat who's never been told no. It's that, as Schmidt finally landed on here, she's unimportant. She doesn't matter whatsoever in modern American politics. She wants to be famous. She had a crack at that. Instead, she made both sides pissed off at her. And that's where she is today. The former presidential candidate's daughter sitting there writing a book that nobody cares about. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.